I'm a fat pig.
What did you just call me?
I'm starving.
I am so full.
I'm gonna vomit.
I can't fit.
I'm nauseous.
What are you going to order?
Can I get a side of mayo?
I'm sweating.
Do you hear my breathing?
I cannot stop eating chips.
This is not an extra large.
Do I look fat?
Welcome to Fat Pig. I'm Frank Liotti.
And I'm Jessica Carsonist. And we're live on Facebook, and we're doing this again. We're making our podcast.
We're making our podcast here at Showbiz Studios with world-famous producer Alex Brizel.
Yeah, Alex who?
Brizel.
Oh, is that a French accent?
Mm-hmm. I had coffee with a French friend today. Les jeux sont faits.
You have all these different friends that you have coffee with.
There are quotes around everyone's name when you say the word friends. Friends.
I like when Frank is really energetic, and I don't know if it is because of the. Hi guys, wait, we're getting comments already. Oh, so happy to see you guys. Thank you. So happy to see you too.
Fuck you.
When Frank. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for saying very nice things. This is the thing I just want to say. Oh, someone just said they have the same shirt as you.
Really?
Yeah. I just want to say something.
I made mine.
Oh, God. I really just want to say something. If we don't answer your comments and we just, say hi or whatever, I cannot read all these comments. Has Frank had too much coffee? Listen, we cannot comment on every comment. There's no way. I can't do 5 things at once.
The comments fly by.
I'm trying to film myself, film Frank.
Shout out to Nadine. She asked us to do a shout out. I think she just had a death in the family. Nadine, shout out.
Nadine, here's your shout out, motherfucker.
Can I get medium cafefe with I want a cafefe and ellipse.
Yo, can I get a confetti with some cream and some sweet and lime?
I want a soy confetti and I want latte with confetti on the side. And this one's on you, right? Because the last one was wrong.
Hi, Mara. Hi. Oh, someone just said I look thin. That's very nice.
Thank you.
No, it was to me.
Oh.
So let's talk for a second.
Okay.
Frank, you said that Here, Frank's going to hold it because I'm sorry. I know this is a little crazy.
So.
Frank, yeah, why don't you tell them what you just told me?
So I have officially lost 35 pounds. 35 smackaroos. Here's the thing. Things still barely fit. I did it with no exercise, so you needing exercise is a lie. No, it's not a lie, obviously. But I did it by, as I said before, giving up sugar, giving up pasta, giving up bread. I don't really have a cheat meal because I don't miss it. But I tell you what, I feel like a different person. I feel like kind of together.
You mean like emotionally together?
Emotionally, a lot more together. Yeah, I'm not like a mess anymore from that, fucking diet. Shout out back to you, Sue. I love his face. Thank you, Kelly. Are you a man or woman? I can't see. Hey, Jessica and Frank.
Frank, why don't you wear glasses if you can't see?
I can see. I'm reading it. I just can't see the picture. The picture looked like a nuclear fallout. The face was all washed out and white. It looked like the missiles landed. Are we going to have a nuclear war, guys? What do you think?
I think that's a great subject to talk about to make people feel more uplifted.
Well, it's reality. This is a reality show.
We are not going to have a
fly missile. Let that missile fly.
North Korea.
Let that missile land on the earth.
North Korea.
Don't cry.
So I don't think we're going to have a nuclear war, but I do think that we're going to bomb a lot of countries, and I think everyone's going to hate us more and more.
Right. I think so too.
Yeah, I think people are really starting to hate us a lot, but
not you and me.
No.
People don't hate you and me.
No.
Right.
No.
No.
Let me explain what's happening. I am in a mood today where I don't feel like doing anything. I really mean that. I didn't want to get out of bed. It's like gross and cloudy and rainy here.
It looks like East Germany outside.
It does. It does. Thanks for bringing up when half my family was killed. Anyway, so it's just one of those days. Do you feel like that too, where you just want to stay in bed?
Me?
Did you feel like that today, or is it just me?
No, I don't feel like that today because I'm on Lexapro and Wellbutrin.
Me too.
I woke up with a huge heart-on.
Why does it always have to be about your dick?
Because it's like, look who's back.
No,
Look
I'm
who's
serious.
back.
Why?
Because on the commercials, they're on a kayak or they're walking through the woods. In real life, it's like that.
That's like me saying I'm on Lexapro and Wellbutrin, so my vagina feels great. All right, give me the phone. I can't stand when you do that.
My vagina feels great, too.
Listen.
Right.
If I had a vagina and a penis, I would constantly try to fuck myself. I'm just being honest. Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You don't know what it feels like to have a vagina, but if I had a vagina, we'd have to read some of these comments. I'm hoping my mom is on. Mom, yes, I still have a huge cock. I jammed on here and came in on the vagina feeling great. Oh, that's such a good time to come in.
Yeah, come in my
when the vagina feels great.
My vagina feels great, too.
My vagina has a first name, it's Jessy. My vagina has a second name, it's na. Oh, I love to eat it every day. And if you ask me why, I'll say...
'Cause my vagina has a way of PEINS. Okay. Suck it good.
I actually feel very unsafe when you do that. I don't like it.
All right, I'll change the tone. Suck it good.
That's better. I don't like the aggressive. Don't hermaphrodites have both? You know what? You'd think I know. I think they do. Do hermaphrodites have a penis and a vagina?
I think hermaphrodite is. Let's get Jamie Lee Curtis on the phone.
Okay, hold on. I think she's calling in.
Oh, hi.
Hello?
On line one, is this Jamie Lee Curtis or Anderson Cooper? I always confuse the two of you.
This is Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh my God, I loved you in Halloween.
Okay.
So are you a hermaphrodite? Is the rumor true? It's hard to even ask you that, Jamie. JLC.
Well, yes, I am.
Sometimes I talk like this.
Right.
And sometimes I talk like that.
Ooh, I like the latter. This is very sexy. The booming basundo. Hello? Hello? Hello?
She hung up on you.
If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and check the number and dial again. Or ask our operator.
Someone just said to do happy birthday for them. Oh, is it your birthday, Rachel? Hello? Someone just asked if I'd cough for them. Okay, you know what, Frank? Someone just asked if you would do a handstand and blow yourself.
I did that right before we started filming. I can't do it again. How many times am I supposed to shoot? Listen, sex is disgusting. Sex is repugnant. Let's not talk about sex, even though it's replaced my addiction since I stopped eating food.
You know what I love? That you're being honest.
I am.
I love that. This is look.
Take it.
No!
Take it. Come on, take it. Oh, spread it wider. Take it. Take that big back cock.
Oh, hold on. Carol?
She ain't in no room. Ain't no Carol, just me, Lamont Johnston. Take it.
Listen.
So your addiction goes away if you start dieting, and then I hate when people say you when they mean I. You know, you stop eating Taco Bell, and then all of a sudden all you want to do is have a gangbang with a stadium full of men.
Well, I understand. I don't want to have... Oh, God, can you hold...
Give me the phone. I know how to put both of us on camera. You're such a ham. Yeah, take. Faster.
Yeah.
Faster. Come on my tits. Come on my face.
Hi, everyone. So, listen, if you can hold it, that would be great.
All right, give it to me.
No, my vagina. I always say that when it comes to addiction, there are 4 garbage cans. Did I say this the last time?
No, but I never realized the word dick was an addiction. Addiction.
Anyway, when I talk about addiction, there's a quote, there's a saying that there's 4 garbage cans and 3 lids. Are you copying what I do?
What?
There's 4 garbage cans and 3 lids, so there's always one that is brewing.
Mm-hmm.
And for you right now, that's cock.
That's like curtain number 1, curtain number 2, curtain number 3, and curtain number 4. What's in the first garbage can?
What's yours? Everyone's different.
Taco Bell.
Okay. What's the second one? Can't be food.
It can't be Whopper with cheese?
No, the food is in one garbage can. That's one addiction.
Oh. Riding white horses is the second addiction. And we have Misty Lady in the fourth and first. Now, what would be my second addiction?
I would say for you, but you don't act on it, would be maybe cigarettes. That's something.
Men.
Well, no, I think that's 4. That's the number.
But I don't.
That should be number 1.
Food is number 1. Food is number 1.
You would rather have a hamburger than a dick with someone you think is hot?
No. It's not that I would rather have a hamburger than, it's not about the dick. It's about the whole, I can't, that's why I don't have a dildo. It's not about a dick. And nothing, mine is, I had mine ironed shut, so it's healed over, it's sealed up.
Your hole?
Yeah. It's actually like a plateau. It's like a plane now. It's like a
Where do you shit out of?
I don't like to talk about that I don't review that live.
Well, if your asshole is I really hope that my whole family's listening to this.
I have a bag.
I
have a bag.
God forbid.
I have a bag. So my addiction is not sex because I'm afraid to be promiscuous. I've never been able to hook up. So my number 1 addiction is food. When I can't have sex, when I don't get auditions or a decent agent, when I go to Yale and have to serve artichoke dip for a living, food is right there. Sex is not right there. And it's not easy for me to I can't go on an app and invite someone over. I can't invite a complete stranger over to my house.
I totally get that.
That's not me. I'm demisexual. Excuse me. I'm demisexual.
Oh, explain to everyone what that is, because I had never. By the way, excuse me.
So demisexuals, millennials make up new words every week. I identify as a millennial. I identify as a demisexual.
Just tell people what it is, because it's interesting.
It's when you have to have some form of emotional attachment to someone before you mate.
Mm-hmm. I think but aren't
Thank
then
you,
most...
Julie. Julie's a doll.
Most women are.
What?
Then, because most women need that. Really, they do. Most women do. Most men don't need an emotional.
You're emasculating me and like that.
No, I love that about
woman.
you. Oh, God.
Oh, God, it's hard to hold this thing.
Here, give it to me. I'll hold it now.
It's hard to hold this thing, Jessica.
Give it to me.
Maybe you can hold it.
Oh, my God.
So, in other words, it would be my addiction if I didn't have hang-ups about it. It would be in the number 1 garbage can.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So now that the food addiction part is gone, you have to put the camera on me when I'm talking.
Daniel, I love you. I have to say something to Daniel This guy
doll.
is the biggest fan
Daniel's
there is.
a doll.
I mean, a lot of people are.
And Julie Martin
and he's in Australia.
Julie's a doll.
Yeah, Julie's amazing. They're all amazing. Hi, Brian, Brent,
Daniel,
Melissa. And people are saying that's how they are too.
Daniel,
hi, Andrew.
You ever go swimming on the reefs in Australia with a pork roast tied to your legs when the sun sets?
Oh, that is such a good idea. I'm going to do that the next time I have a bad show.
When you go to meet a Jaws.
Yeah.
So food is my number 1 addiction just because I always acted on it. I never act on the other addiction, or very rarely. It's a flirt. I'm addicted to flirting. I love flirting. I love feeling attractive and having people be attracted to me.
See, I think a lot of it, and I get it. Trust me. There's no, and Frank knows this. There's no judgment. It's a lot of it is being addicted to being praised, but it's never enough. It's never enough. Is it? For me, it's not. I mean, I have to find that within myself.
So much of performing is so up and down. Unless you're 1 in 10,000 who works constantly and makes money constantly.
But they're still looking for more. I know them. I know people who make millions who fill theaters, and they're still can't get this, or they upset about that, or it's never enough.
But I don't know if that's a general blanket statement that's true for everybody.
It's true for most comics. I know.
I really don't know.
I just want to say I've had some successes on TV and film, and you're always worrying about what you're going to do next. It's never. It's because there's no salary unless you have a TV show that's on for 10 years.
It's a horrible feeling.
If you do a movie, And yes, isn't addiction about not having enough? Well, I think addiction is about so many things.
Filling
it
a
really
hole.
is. It is.
It's weird being on a television show, like sitting in your trailer with your costumes and getting ready to like go to the set and whatnot. And you look at like I've looked at everybody around me every time I've done a TV show, and there's like nothing special about anybody. We're all just people, but some people just their number comes up more often than others.
Well, I think...
And they make it look so easy.
Well, we've talked about it so many times, and a lot of it has to do with being a go-getter and a business person and schmoozing, and it's so much... It is...
In comedy.
So much more than talent. Yes, in comedy,
But
yes.
as an actor, I think that there are just some people, and a teacher said this to me too, and I agree.
Yep.
Now that I've been doing it for almost 20 years, there are some people that the business loves.
I agree.
It's
totally
inexplicable.
Yep.
There are some people, for whatever reason, there is this one guy who was in a play where they did a revival of Gemini years ago, and he was one of the roles in that, and he's a guy that looks... He's this kind of, he has mousy brown hair, he kind of looks Polish or maybe Jewish. Nothing like, he could not have been more wrong for the role, and he was the lead in it. And he constantly works on Broadway. I saw a preview for a movie where he was the lead. There's nothing about him that's above average. His looks, his talent, but the business loves him.
Yep.
And that's just a thing. It is what it is.
With comedy, a lot of it is about schmoozing, and it is about who you know and people, comics helping other comics.
Right.
And it's very cliquey, and it's hard. Frank and I aren't the kind of people that
Can be fake.
Does you hole ever get filling Jessica? Which hole? Well, Frank never fills my hole in a sexual way.
I used to.
He used to. That's how we became friends.
I used to feel
No,
that
he
hole
never
good.
filled my hole.
I felt that hole good.
Yes, I do go to LA. I do. I'm going to go soon again. But Frank, no, we've never, ever been sexual, but he fills my hole in other ways.
That's not what we were talking about.
No, but someone asked that. Some people think that we've been together or we are together, and we're not.
We broke up.
No.
Because she couldn't satisfy my desire.
Let me tell you something.
Let it, praise it, let it
I know
out.
exactly what you would want.
You know what I
could
need.
vomit talking to you about it because I love you like a you're literally my brother, so the thought of ever being with you sexually could make me, I'm sure you too, I would die laughing.
So you're not going to give me a hickey on my taint? Alex laughed. Taint is nice. It's a
Someone
nice
just
word.
asked if we're having if we're having chicken for dinner. Of course. That's all I eat.
I'm vegan.
Someone just asked if we can do drunk friends.
Seriously, Frank? It's always about you. Like, you never listen to me. Like, every time I talk, you just talk and talk and talk and talk. You just seriously, like, never listen. Like, why do you not listen? Like, what is it about you?
Shut up! This is about me!
Okay, someone just asked how my mom is. My mom is great. She's feeling better. Thank you so much for asking. She's very, 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 she's amazing. She really is. She's such a good person. We're going to have her on again soon.
I can't wait. Oh, someone just asked how my mom is. She's good. She's about 6.5 feet under the ground at Calverton.
I can't.
The ground is like really thawed out now. There are lots of bees, which makes her nervous, and the service really sucks in that cemetery. But she's great. Thanks for asking. She lost so much weight.
Listen, we have a lot of problems, and if you don't like it, don't listen to this podcast.
Did somebody say
very
something?
damaged. No, someone just asked. Said, "Who am I with?" Last time they saw me, I was in a threesome in an LA hotel. I was in a threesome once. I'm going to be honest with you. I was in a relationship, and my girlfriend started kissing someone at a bar. She was wasted. Thank you, Ray. I love you.
Let's talk about threesomes for a second.
Yeah, I just want to tell you, we went to my hotel. She started hooking up with someone on the dance floor, and I'm like, fuck that. If you're going to be with her, I am too.
Mm-hmm.
So we were all wasted. We went, someone just said, why aren't you a couple? Because I like vagina and he likes penis.
I like ass too. Spank that hole, boy. Go on now.
So anyway, so we went back to the hotel, and I was bored. I was very bored, and I was upset about things she did, and she was upset about things I did, and we didn't discuss it beforehand. So then I got in trouble for doing certain things. My ex.
Which one, though?
Melissa, my first love.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, where is she?
She lives in Massachusetts with her wife, and they have 2 kids, and they're very happy. She's an amazing person.
Good for her.
She really is.
Why? She knows how to. What can she do?
She's a very good person.
Oh, like that?
Yeah, like a good person. Like she didn't do anything wrong to me. I was fucked up at the time. Right. I wasn't the best I could be. I was young and I was doing drugs and, you know. How are Frank's ribs? Someone just asked.
Okay, so let's talk about that a bit. Give me the thing.
Yeah.
So here's the thing with the ribs. Oh, God. Medications. Let's talk about. I was going to talk about threesomes. We'll get back to it. Let's get on medicational stuff. Medication stuff. Is medicational a word?
No.
I can't breathe.
But you can make it a word. Who cares?
I can't breathe. Thanks, Frank. Why, Teresa?
She's laughing.
Oh, I thought it was because
she loves you.
I thought because of the strangulation sex. All right. So many gay men I know pop these pills called PrEP or Truvada. A lot of people I know are on high blood pressure medicine, SSRIs, antidepressants. All of these pills, people say, oh, it's safe, and they check me every few months. It turns out one of the medications that I'm on, I'm not, I remember Rosie O'Donnell never saying what medicine she was on because it worked for her. That doesn't mean it's going to work for everybody.
Right.
One of these medications that I'm on is apparently responsible for fractures or bone density loss. So it's imperative that, what's that noise?
I'm so sorry. I was wiping something.
It's imperative that we, how they say as actors, you do 90% of the work and the agent gets 10%? As a patient, you have to do 90% of the work because they have 10 minutes to spend with you. My doctor, I love her, but she never seems to remember from one visit to the next, like what went on. You have to do the work and Google respectable websites as far as side effects of your medication. My ribs I have to go to a rheumatologist, and the next appointment is in July, late July, to see why my ribs keep fracturing. And they think it's from a medication that I was on. And it's reversible, not irreversible damage, which is good. But it's important that we take responsibility instead of just popping antidepressants or PrEP, Truvada, or whatever it is, blindly. It's not great.
Well, they just give you tons of medication all the time.
They give you tons of medicine. That's why they said to me in February, start working on your sugar and start watching what you put in your mouth or I'm going to throw more medicines at you, and I can't handle it. As it is, I was sweating like I just stepped out of a shower with clothes on.
How many pills do you take a day?
Well, I'm going to that. I take vitamin D, right?
Not vitamins, but like medicine.
2.
Oh, that's not bad.
But it's 2 each. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but that's not... I thought it was more than that.
No, it's not crazy, but I also cut some stuff out because of this nonsense.
Right.
So when I started watching what I ate, everybody, that's when my sugar went to totally normal. She told me I was not even pre-diabetic anymore in March. I was diabetic.
That's so great.
Right? So I stopped eating bread. I stopped eating pasta and sugar. It gets so easy. I'm a pig. Like, I could fucking eat Twix bars by the bagful without even chewing them. Seriously. I mean, it's how it is.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I mean, now I put them in my vagina because I can't.
Because the cookie takes a long time to dissolve.
No one knows. If I put them in my vagina, no one can see it.
Nobody can see it.
If I put it in my mouth, there's chocolate everywhere and everyone can see it. Mm-hmm. So no one knows. It's why I started wearing a burqa. Because I can just shove them under my burqa inside of myself and all you'll see are my eyes.
Can we just talk a little bit about threesomes? I've been going through a thing lately. I want to become more open-minded sexually. I'm being so, I hate when people use my name as a word. I'm being frank about this. Michael, I will give you a personal pep talk. You can stop eating Taco Bell. I swear to God, it gets so easy when your clothes fit. I'm changing the subject again. I think I said this once before. When I saw myself, I was watching High Maintenance on HBO waiting for my scene to come on. When I came on the screen, it took like a good 2 seconds to realize who the person was that I was watching because it didn't look like me. And then when it landed, it was like, in the movies when somebody hears like their kid was killed in the war or something and they almost pass out. When I realized that fat person was me, I almost passed out. So it's worth it, and you won't miss Taco Bell after a while. Once you start really sticking to it, it's so worth it. All right, let's get back to the sex thing. I want to become more open sexually. So many of my friends are into those threesomes or have polyamorous or polygamous relationships and stuff like that. I have always been so uptight. And like the threesome thing, you were like, I'm getting involved with this too. I could never. I'd be afraid that I'd be the least popular one in a threesome.
See, that's what you would get to.
Like I have to be number one.
You can't.
I can't. And if I saw somebody that I loved kissing somebody else,
you would get too sensitive.
I would lose my fucking mind.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Frank, you're THICC. What's that? THCC. What's THCC, Jennifer? Frank, you're THCC. The hot Chicano cocksucker?
What?
She wrote, Frank, you're THCC.
I have no idea.
So what if she wants two guys? What the fuck?
You can't react to the comments.
Oh, okay.
And also, because we have to remember, because this is what I did last week, we have to remember we're on a podcast.
We're on a podcast.
That's the important thing.
Anyway, so I want to be more open sexually. I want to try one threesome in my life before I die, but I don't want to shoot anybody because I'm Italian and jealous.
Why don't you just have it with two people that you're not intimate with, like you're not really intimate with?
You mean like strangers?
Well, or like that you know a little. They don't have to be like, they can just be people that you don't love either one of them.
Right.
Want me to hold? Let me hold it.
Yeah, can you hold it now?
Yeah.
This is my good side.
Oh, God, give me the phone.
And this is my bad side.
God, you're so gay. It's unbelievable. You know what's funny? I don't care, really. I don't.
Every time you fix your hair, you just
because I
did it.
hate my hair right now. That's not vain.
Every time the camera's on,
you and I are
adjust
very
your
different.
hair.
Very. I'd wish I was more like you. I don't care.
Look, put the camera on my face.
You want to look hot. I just want to look presentable.
No.
I don't want to look hot.
I want to look presentable. I don't want to look like Al-Qaeda.
No, you want to look like people want to fuck you.
Well,
or not fuck you, but you want to look like you want to attract people. I'm doing it because I feel like my hair looks like it went through a blender.
Like Scarecrow.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to scare people away.
Well, I don't think I would scare people away, but mine is more from insecurity. Someone just said use coconut oil, Jessica. Can I eat it after I use it? Like if I use it in my hair, can I eat my hair?
Who did I know that used coconut oil? They smelled like a beach. Not like, you son of a beach. They smelled like Robert Moses Field too, not like a beach.
Wait, the coconut oil smells like...
It smells like the beach.
Yeah. Oh, someone said they'll see me June 17th. I don't even know where that is in June 17th. I'm so sorry.
I think it's on Long Island. That's when I'm in Montana.
Oh, at McGuire's in Long Island, probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to be in Montana that weekend at the Gay Pride if I don't get murdered.
Someone just asked how much weight I lost, and I want to tell you, I have kept off 100 pounds, almost 100, for 4 years. I cannot believe it.
That's incredible.
I have to say, I never say stuff like this, but I am very proud of myself.
Mm-hmm.
I really am. That has not been easy, and I just gave up bread, crackers, cake, cookies. I can't have a little.
Right.
And I everyone, like you were saying about the other stuff, like the food stuff is really, it depends on the person, because not everyone can do what you did.
The food stuff.
Where you just decide and give it up.
I don't know why I haven't been able to do it since 2012.
But I'm saying some of you, I want to say this too. Some of you may need to go to a program. Thank you so much, Kathy. Thank you, Linda, everyone. Thank you. Some of you there is Overeaters Anonymous, which is incredible. And that's online. You can do online meetings. You can do phone meetings. And that is so helpful because sometimes it's not about like being in a program and, it's really just about hearing other people talk about the same things that you struggle with and not feeling so alone. You don't actually at this point have to get into a car and go to a meeting. You can do it all online now. Right. And it's really helpful.
And you can try it and see if it works for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I went. I tried it.
Yeah. You have to go to what they say, and this is really true. You got to go to 5 to 10 meetings to see if it's really right. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people do one meeting and go, oh, no, I hate it. It's not right for me. Right. That is not the case. Mm-hmm. You can't do that because meetings can suck, or there can be people that you don't relate to.
Right.
But
that was my experience. They fought. Yeah. They fought with one another the whole time, and it wasn't. Nobody talked about my experience. They were all talking about eating disorders like anorexia and bulimia and whatnot. And I felt like that I didn't fit in with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I understand exactly what you mean, but that doesn't happen. Like, that's very rare in a OA meeting.
And then they fought about the space.
And then there's people like my mom who, and by the way, someone just said I lost a lot of weight in Weight Watchers online. Weight Watchers this is perfect example. Weight Watchers didn't work for me at all.
Right.
At all.
My mother always did Weight Watchers and did well.
And I know people who've lost a ton of weight on Weight Watchers. Someone just wrote Windex helps. So I know people who've lost a ton of weight, on Weight Watchers and kept it off forever. And I'm like, wow, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do the points.
I can't do something where they tell me how much I can eat. Like, I never watch portion control. I just don't eat bad things.
Yeah,
does that make sense?
I'm like you. I can't eat certain things.
Nobody's going to tell me to measure out chicken on a scale.
Well, by the way, I have to tell you, the best thing I ever did was that.
What, measuring?
I did a program called FA. It was the hardest thing I ever did. I'm holding the speaker, I think. I'm so sorry.
Do you want to rest it?
Yeah, where do I rest it?
Didn't we rest it last time or something?
We're both in it, so I don't know.
That's fine. Okay. Is your arm okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I've been lifting.
Yeah, me too.
I've been lifting hams.
I've been lifting men.
Oh, God. I miss P-Town, too.
Ugh. It's a petri dish.
So what I want to say is that I did FA, where you measure out your food, you plan what you're going to eat every day.
What does FA stand for? FA?
Food Anonymous,
okay.
I think. My friend Jamie's on here. Does that what it means? Food Anonymous? Yeah, it's, I think that's what it means. But anyway, you have a sponsor, you tell them exactly what you're going to eat every day. Meaning you don't make any decisions. I'm having 4 ounces of chicken, a salad, and a cup of broccoli for lunch. I mean, it's more than that, but you don't have to decide. So meaning food doesn't run your day at all. There's it literally makes you not think about food.
Right.
And I can't tell you how much more time I had on my hands.
Right.
That I wasn't thinking about food. And then I focused, my career got better, everything changed.
That is amazing to have a
because
regimen.
I didn't think about what I was going to eat at all for the day.
Right.
I measured everything.
When I did this time, I wanted to do a diet that wasn't a diet. I wanted to do something that I could do for the rest of my life. Because every time I've gotten to a point where, and once in my life I had abs and I was in my 30s. Every time I've done some kind of diet, it had to do with vanity alone. And this time did not have to do with vanity alone. Of course, I was disgusted with how I looked.
Yeah.
XXL wasn't fitting anymore. What did I used to say on podcasts? I was on the last stop on the train.
I've been there.
Because XXL wasn't fitting anymore. And I would walk by a bank window and see my reflection, or when I saw myself on TV, it made my knees weak. I couldn't believe that that's what I looked like to the world.
Right.
And I needed a diet that I was going to be able to do forever. That's I need to be able to eat. I'm always starving. I'm still a food addict, but now I fill myself with turkey chili or with what is it? I'm constantly eating celery and dipping it in something decent. You know,
people are saying that they're very glad that we're being honest.
Yeah, you
Frank
have to
and
be.
What is the point of doing this if we're not?
Right.
Being honest.
Like if I did that measuring kind of diet, I would look amazing and then I would fall off the wagon.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's hard. I lost a lot of weight. I did.
Right.
I lost a shitload of weight.
Right.
And I was happy because I wasn't thinking about food a lot. But then I was, because I'm on the road so much, it became very hard.
That is tough.
To measure. And then I remember I had a sponsor and I told her that I had to eat past 12 a.m. one night, and she told me I relapsed, and I was enraged. I almost ate my car. I wanted to fucking kill her. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, it was that strict that I relapsed because I ate past 12.
I was starving at midnight on Saturday at a show. I was up at a show near, like, Rhode Island, and 95, it's like every few miles is an exit and a McDonald's, an exit and a McDonald's, an exit, and everything else in the food things was closed. Like the things that have doable stuff. Like Chipotle has doable stuff. Sbarro's might even have something like meatballs or something that's just protein. And I didn't have McDonald's. And I was starving, and I love McDonald's more than I love like the children of America.
Yeah, you wrote a post today about babies.
No.
Yes.
I did not.
On Instagram. Or about baby in the movie theater.
There was a baby in the movie theater.
Yeah, but your hashtags were extreme.
10:30 show. My niece and I wanted to go to the movies last night. All that was playing in like Multiplex 24 in Princeton or whatever was like Wonder Woman was in 10 theaters. We watched a preview and both of us fell asleep. It looked like they made it on a MacBook Pro. I cannot watch CGI and I can't watch actors who can't speak. It's just like, Diana, come on. All they do is fucking whisper. It's like horrible. So there was Pirates of the Caribbean in 5 theaters, Wonder Woman in 10 theaters, IMAX, 3D, blah, blah, blah. So my niece and I went to see something made for preteens called Everything is Everything because we knew nobody would be there.
Yeah.
And we sat in the handicap seats so no one can sit near you where it's just a cut 2 seats. And the other people that came in brought a 2-year-old. And through the whole movie, first of all, this movie is supposed to be for like 12-year-olds, and it's written by that, like for that. Yeah. And then all of a sudden the couple has sex. It's so bad. But somebody brought a 2-year-old in. My hashtags weren't extreme.
Yeah, they were.
What,
Do you want me to read them?
Yeah. No, well, I'll read them.
You have to read them because I'm doing this. But now, I love you too, Matthew. And I'm sorry, I'm saying hi to some people because a lot of people have been saying hi to us.
I know, but you yelled at me when I read the comments before. Okay, wait a minute.
Oh, if we get into an argument, it'll be fun for you.
We're not going to get into an argument.
It'll be fun.
We're not going to get into an argument. We're not.
Frank scares me when we argue.
I do not.
Yes, you do.
Okay, hashtag movies. Hashtag movie. Babies suck, baby at the movies. That's not bad.
Babies suck. What is it?
Babies suck.
But not all babies suck just because one baby was making noise at a movie, and it's not even the baby's fault. It's the parents for bringing it.
Crabby man, grump, stupid people, idiot, insta-stupid, angry gay, STFU.
What are the baby ones again? Say them all and don't hold back.
Baby at the movies and babies suck.
Okay, why babies suck if one baby was brought by its parent? It's not like the baby said, I want to go to a movie and talk the whole time.
And hashtag abortion.
See? Did you just hear that?
It's a joke. It was a joke.
Hashtag abortion.
It was a joke.
Frank?
I hate that name.
What?
Frank.
Oh.
It's a dead World War II mechanic.
I love it.
Gas station
Don't
attendant.
You love Frank?
This girl walks up to me.
I don't like this hostility towards babies that people are writing. It's making me
This girl walks up to me the other day and she goes, Tony, right? And I'm like, no, it's one of the other 3 stereotypical. Sal, Vinny, Tony, Anthony, Tony, Sal, Frank. I hate that name.
I love the name Frank.
I want a white name like Brandon.
But you're not white.
Colin. Brandon.
If you could have any name, what would it be? Do you know or no?
Kip.
Kip?
Kip.
You would want to be named Kip?
Yeah.
Are you kidding or serious?
Kip.
If you were named Kip, I wouldn't be such good friends with you.
What would you do if your name was like Doris? Like an old lady name?
I would own it.
You would own it?
Yeah.
Doris.
My name is Doris,
Yeah.
and I'm a football player.
Fucking Doris. You have to commit to it.
Everyone, if I look like this and talk like this, would you be a fan?
That'd be like if I was like, it's Eugene. It's Eugene.
If I could have any name, I don't know. I like my middle name, Sean.
Is it S-H-A-W or S-E-A-N?
S-H-A-W-N.
S-H-A-W-U-N.
I like it because I have a lot of male qualities. Mm-hmm. Oh, someone just wrote Derek.
My middle name's Elizabeth.
My middle name is Robert.
My middle name is Toyota.
My middle name is Fat Fuck.
My middle name was Oxygen Tent.
Oxygen Tent? What is an oxygen tent? I am so hot right now.
I know. You look great.
I do?
You really do.
It's everyone, and I'm going to put the video camera on you.
What'd you say?
I want to say this to everyone. Charolade is a nice name. Okay, I want to say this. Malcolm. All right, Malcolm.
Wait, go in the microphone a little bit more.
Oh, I'm. See, this is where I get confused.
What's Charolade? It sounds like a dietetic
Someone
Jell-O.
just wrote, "You look fab," and I thought someone said, "You look like a fag."
Charolade. Charolade.
I don't look like a fag.
She looks amazing. Shut up.
I'm going to be honest with everyone. I don't like the way I look today, and I'm struggling with it.
Are you moody today?
I'm not mood. I feel tired.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are saying this, that they feel tired. I think it's allergy stuff and everything.
Right.
I just feel tired.
Right.
And I don't feel good in my own skin. Like I want to rip my own, I want to like rip
Oh, I fucking
my skin
hate
off.
that.
Like
You know how we both get that. I hate
I
that.
love you too, Dory. Oh my God, Dory. I grew up, thank you, Tobin. I grew up with Dory and Alori and we used to sing together and Dory's on this right now.
Hi, Dory.
That was really enthusiastic. Dory and Alari, I hope that's the same person.
Dory and Alari.
I don't think it's the same person. I'm
Oh.
going to die. I'm so sorry if it's not the same person.
If you die, seriously, if you die, I'm going to take my life because I don't have anyone left. Oh, that's not true. I mean, but I can't handle it again. I
Yeah.
won't handle it again. I won't do it. I won't do it.
If what?
If you go, I won't handle it again. I'm gonna let go of this lifetime and give it out to the next. I won't do it.
That was good acting.
Thank you.
I just, everyone's telling me I look good and that's very sweet. Oh, Dory, I'm sorry. It's not Dory. It's Dory from Panama. We met in Panama. I'm so sorry. And David Benjamin said that I look great and our minds suck. And that's so true. What I'm trying to say is I know I look okay. Do you understand? But
Yes.
my sick like that sick voice here on my shoulder, no, you don't. You look like shit. Your hair looks horrible. You should wear more makeup. You're not good enough. And I just want to tell everybody that we all have it. Like Frank, don't you? I mean, no matter what people say to me, I still have that voice and I have to constantly shut it up.
I feel like it's the same, but it's different. Mm-hmm. Like I have a constant struggle with feeling like a born loser.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like I feel like there's something working against my career.
But it's the same thing. It's that negative voice.
Right. Like
Yeah.
it's kind of like it's a negative voice, but I almost don't feel like it's my own. I don't.
It's not. It's that negative voice that
Right.
everyone has, and some is more powerful than others,
Right.
and mine is bad lately.
It's weird. Like I see, but it is there. Like I see pictures of myself sometimes when my niece and I go to take pictures, and I'm like, wow, somebody let a cab driver take a picture with my niece, and like I seriously look like a disgusting. But my physical confidence has improved because of the diet stuff, but. I mean,
yeah.
I feel like
I've been very thin before and do not see it. So I know it's real, meaning like I have been very thin,
Right.
like at a perfect weight, and
Right.
still
You've said that.
didn't feel good about myself.
I
so
feel,
it's not.
I feel lighter. Like in other words, and I mean that emotionally, and I mean that as far as physically too. I feel lighter. Does that make sense?
Yes,
Like I
know,
feel lighter.
I know what you mean, and I've lost weight too recently, and I feel better, but it's still that negative voice. And someone just said you need meditation and yoga, and you know what? You are exactly right. That is I'm telling you, I know I need to do it.
I used to do yoga every day for 11 years.
Yep.
11 years I used to do yoga every day. It was great. It was. Everybody farts in yoga.
You did yoga every day.
Yep.
For 11 years.
Oh, maybe 6 days a week. Yeah. In
Wow.
undergrad, and then between undergrad and grad school for another 4 years. So that was 8 years.
I did it
and
too.
then 3 in grad school.
I did yoga. I was with a fitness guru, and she to force me to do yoga.
She was with
every
Richard
day.
Simmons.
Yeah, I was with Richard Simmons before he went missing.
And she
I've been
forced-
so jealous
she
of him.
forced you to
All
do
I
yoga.
want is
Let me
to be
hold the thing.
missing.
Let me hold the
I just
thing.
want to be missing. That's all I want.
It is so hot. Are you warm?
Yes. Could you imagine if you put the camera on me and all of a sudden I'm just in a bra and underwear?
Don't you like being far back? Because when I'm in the back, like when you hold it, I feel like I look little, and I like that.
I don't know. I'm definitely in a negative mood, but it's okay. It's because I'm not doing the work I need to do.
Right.
I went to therapy today, but I'm not doing the meditation, the yoga. I have worked out. I worked out 4 days last week, so
That's
I'm very
incredible.
proud of myself.
But it's really like, I have to say, like, even with medication, so many, like, I refuse to go on any kind of SSRI or emotional medication for well over 10 years because I feel like so many people use it as a quick fix or a Band-Aid, and I didn't want to be that person until it got to a point where it was so obviously ridiculous that I couldn't get out of bed, and my body actually hurt. It felt like I had weights on me, and Jessica was like, you need to get help. I mean,
yeah.
my point is that medicine has changed my life, and that said, I still have days like she's having now, and she can attest to that. It's
Yeah.
like, it doesn't, now I'm being a little pro-medication for a second now, even though I was so anti-medicine before, which is hypocritical, but it can change your life if you use that kind of medicine responsibly, but
Right.
it doesn't take everything away.
No.
So I still sometimes have days like that. I still sometimes, like I remember a teacher said to me, you might be someone the business doesn't like. A professor at Yale said that to me, named Beth. That's all I remember. Her name was Beth. And she said, you might be someone the business doesn't like. It's really, nobody gets out of this lifetime unscathed. In other words, everybody is going to go through, the shit is going to hit the fan no matter who you are. And it's how we deal with it. And I think that one thing to do when you're having a day like you're having is to feel it and to let it be. Because if you let it be and you're honest about it, it'll release.
No, see that I so get what you're saying, but that's not me. See, that's how everyone's different. I can't just let it be and sit with it because I'll sit with it for days.
Yeah,
I
but
need
that's
to-
the point in
No.
letting it be. You have to tell yourself that enough is enough after a day of it.
No,
or a
I
few
can't.
hours.
I can't afford to have a whole day of it. That's what I'm trying to say. I give myself a little bit of time and I get over it. I talk about it. I consciously say, Jessica, you're in a
Right.
negative space. You felt it. Now move on, because my reaction or the comfortable place for me to be is in angst and negative. So
Right.
I have to immediately get myself out of it.
Jen
'Cause-
Goris, one of my former students, said there's beauty in misery. That's the artist speaking, Jennifer. I get it, but the thing is you have to be able to function.
Yeah.
You know?
I can't, I've spent so many years, working on this, and I know that I give myself a certain amount of time, maybe an hour or two, because normally it's not something that I have any control over anyway. So if it's something I'm feeling upset about, it's normally out of my control. And the best thing to do is get out of that space and take action.
How do you do that?
I literally talk to myself and say, Jessica, you're being incredibly negative. You have no control over this right now. Make a phone call, send an email, write something. So I go into action and do something positive, because I can sit in that for days.
Right.
And I don't have the time anymore to spend a whole day
Right.
doing that.
See,
I
Jennifer,
just don't.
She just said, oh, yeah, I'm definitely not functioning. That's why you can't bathe in it. You
Right.
can't let yourself bathe in misery. One thing Jessica told me, and I was not raised with any religion. It's like the one of actually there's a few liberal things my parents did as Italian Americans. My mother wanted me to make my own choices and decisions. So I wasn't baptized. I didn't go to a communion or confirmation. So I'm not big on prayer, but something Jessica told me that actually helped. I don't mean just to pray, but she said to get down on your knees. Mm-hmm. There's something with getting down on your knees and praying and recognizing that we are powerless over some things, and asking some form of higher power or spirit or the universe to take it from you,
Right.
to take it off of you. I am telling you, when I am feeling it, it works.
Now, Frank, thank God you just brought that up, because I have not been doing that for months.
Right.
And every time I do, I feel so much better. And that's when, I've said this before on the podcast, that's when I know that I'm, like sometimes being in this negative angst, because I won't do it because it'll make me feel better. And I
Right.
literally forget. So I have to start putting up Post-it notes or writing myself a note. Get on your knees and pray.
Someone
Read
wrote, what if
some-
you don't have knees? Blind Sight wrote, what if you
I
don't have
don't.
knees?
No, you want me to hold it? Your arm is shaking. I don't have knees. I want to tell everyone this, because you may not know it. If you haven't met me, you may not know this. I don't have knees or shins. I only have ankles and hips. I know it sounds very weird.
That's my dream name. You
What?
just said it.
Ankles and hips?
Hips.
Oh,
Like that would be the name that I would choose. Hips.
hips?
Hips.
Hey, hips.
Yeah, see? Doesn't it have like a ring of a cool person? Like
Hey, hips.
Hips wears a fedora.
Yeah,
like,
hips is a cool name.
everyone loves when Hips shows up. Hipsley.
Yeah.
Hipsley.
Yeah.
Hips. They call me Hips.
Yeah.
They call me Hips because I like to move. Because when I get on the dance floor, I get out of my way. That's why they call me Hips. Hips. Hips.
Anyway, so I just sometimes, and Frank, thank God you just said that, because why do I look like I'm wearing a toupee?
And I say that, I want to reiterate again, I say that as someone who was not raised to turn to prayer as a solution. When you find something, and there are a lot of books like self-help that people would recommend to me, and when I would see the word Christ over and over and over again, honestly, whatever you believe, but that didn't work for me. I can't pray to Christ. I just didn't, I wasn't raised like that. But I do believe in some form of source. I do believe that we are all connected somehow, and I have some sort of spirituality in me. I think that's important to recognize when we are powerless. What is the serenity prayer?
God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. I'm sorry. See this, I was trying to...
Go ahead, say it in the microphone again.
I know, I'm so sorry. I did it away from the microphone. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
Right.
Hi, Amber.
And
that's
the wisdom
really true.
To know
the
the
wisdom
difference.
to know the difference.
So when you know something that you cannot change, like when it has to do with other people, you can't change somebody. You can't change what other people do. You can try and inspire them. You know how they always say that?
Of course.
If somebody is really poisoning your spirit and you are stuck with them for a period of time, like if you say you can't leave your job and you're stuck with somebody that ruins your life. I used to work with someone for 7 years who was fired about a year ago. A toxic, addicted to drugs human being. Horrific. For whatever, I have to get on my knees and let it go and surrender. It has to do with surrendering to some form of higher power.
You have to.
And when I have felt the lowest of the low, I remember, I'll never forget, Jessica told me to do that. And it's the physical movement of doing it. It's the physical getting down and letting it go. Asking for something to take it off of your shoulders. That's making an effort, and it works.
It's so true.
Yeah.
I don't know why it works. I am not religious at all. I'm Jewish, but I just like brisket and complaining.
Mm-hmm.
I just know there's some energy out there, and when you speak to that, if you speak to that energy, to that God, whatever you want to call it,
right,
things turn around.
Right.
They really do. I don't know why, but it really works. And I encourage all of you. Let's all get on our knees. Listen to me. I want to put something out there because we never do stuff like this. Because a lot of people are saying, everything you're saying is so true. Thank you. This is a free therapy session. I mean, a lot of people are saying this as comments on our Facebook.
Just note that, like with medication and with talking about this stuff, both of us also do actually go to therapy.
Yeah, I went today.
And I go tomorrow. I was supposed to go today, but I go tomorrow now. And that's part of I'll never forget when I was in my early 20s and I had a teacher at SUNY Purchase in an acting program. They would talk about doing the work. Like we were always afraid at Yale or Purchase from getting cut from the program because that's what they do in those actor programs. You have to do the work. And it's so scary to not know what the work is when you're 22 years old. Mm-hmm. It's not a tangible notebook of a thing. But as fully developed, hopefully, adults, you find out what the work is. And part of the work is just going to therapy and figuring it out. Or getting down on your knees. Or drinking water 8 times a day. Or just giving up soda. That's all another coin in your bank for starting to do the work.
And it's different for everybody.
Absolutely. And it doesn't all have to be in a day. I talk about all the giving up sugar. I remember when I started this diet, 2 days later, I went to the Taco Bell drive-thru at 1 a.m. after I bombed on a show. Yeah. It's not... Even now, if I misstep, I had some bites of ziti 2 nights ago at 5 a.m, and then I threw the whole thing in the garbage can. It's just because you get derailed, you can get back on, and you don't have to do... It's not like fish hooks. You pick one up and they all come tumbling out. You can do one thing at a time. You used to tell me that, too. You used to say, do one thing, even if it's drinking water.
It's taking action.
Start with taking action.
It's all taking action.
Start with one thing. Mm-hmm. And then get down on your knees. It helps if there's a man in front of you with his fly unzipped. Get down on your knees.
By the way, it can be a woman with her...
A woman with a woman with a woman.
Yeah, meaning a woman could have her zipper down and it could be a woman kneeling in front of her.
Of course it can.
Yeah, that'll help too. That'll help you, Mom.
I'm the little
Mom, when you're feeling sad, Mom,
yeah,
Ma,
hi, I'm here.
When you're feeling sad,
right,
just pull down your pants.
Now,
I can't even say this and joke around. It's very upsetting. Do you know what my grandmother said when I told her I was dating a woman?
Yes.
When I was 20?
But
I
they
love
don't.
it so much.
But they don't. Wait, look.
I'm sorry.
Look it.
Or, she just said with a dildo. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
With a dildo.
With a dildo with another woman in front. Oh, Jesus. All right. Anyway.
Who made up the word dildo, you think?
I don't know, but people are saying we're going off topic now. But it's, you know what?
People are one person.
This podcast is about food and sex.
People are one person.
And both are very connected. Can we just say that?
Yeah.
I keep thinking that the whole time we're talking.
Like in the gay community, pig is like is a major adjective as far as like with personal ads. Like, what are you looking for? And pig is one of them. I'm looking for a pig. And pig means somebody who like is really hungry sexually and does things like spit and, you know. Mm-hmm. So fat pig. It can be any kind of overindulgence.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
People say, is it about food? I'm like, yeah, it's about
it's about food. That and others, right?
It's about food. It's about sex. It's about staying in bed all day. It's about anything that's wrong.
Yeah, I mean, when I told my grandmother I was with a woman, she said, "What do you need a man for anyways? You have your own money."
Right. My grandmother gave herself an abortion with a knitting needle.
What?
Yeah.
I can't even believe you just said that.
So, yeah.
Half my family died in the Holocaust.
That's why my mother, as a blue-collar woman who always kept quiet about politics, was pro-choice. It always amazed me. My mother would always talk about, she didn't use the words pro-choice, but she talked about it being up to herself and up to a woman. And when I came out of the closet to show me that she loved me, she sent me a postcard of a man in a bikini and a Speedo the next week on a beach.
Oh, that's so cute.
They were amazing.
That was very sweet.
It was very sweet. Low battery.
Oh, shit.
Low battery. It was cool. Should we read a letter?
Yeah, let's read a letter. There's people who are dying laughing right now.
Do we read a letter?
I am so hot right now.
It's a little warm.
Okay. Why am I so hot? Are you very warm too?
Very warm. Seriously, I feel like I'm on a plantation. Hold on a minute.
Well, I think if we put the AC on, do you want me to blow you? Oh, shit.
What happened?
I can't remember to put my face to the mic and hold this thing. This is crazy.
Okay. Fat pig.
Oh, someone wants callers too. So we have to do that too after.
The phones are lit up like you wouldn't believe.
Okay.
So after this one letter, we'll do one letter and then we'll take some of these calls. I'm so sorry we haven't picked up any of these phone lines because they are...
Yeah,
if you're getting a busy signal, keep
control.
trying. Our intern looks like she's in tears from trying to field these calls.
Hold on, Carol. We'll take one soon.
Yeah. Jess and Frank, you both know how much I love the podcast, and truly, it's one of my favorite parts of the week. I'm so happy you figured out this format. It's hilarious, honest, often touching, and perfectly disgusting. That's fine. Obviously, I share a lot in the food/life issues, so Fat Pig really resonates with me on a deep level. Love you guys. My therapist is always on me about self-care, and so several months ago, I started a sarcastic food blog called Depressing Meals for One. I send it out to a small group of friends as an email newsletter every couple weeks. It's really just a creative outlet and a good reason to spend time cooking for myself. Thought I'd share this week's post. Keep going with the podcast. You guys are inspiring. Your big fat fan, Nat. Nat Goldberg.
Oh, Nat. I love Nat.
Nat from Arson House. Thank you, Nat. You're a doll. I met Nat in L.A., and she's an absolute doll.
She's amazing.
Also, should we talk about the book we're working on yet or no?
No. God, we have to just start working on it first. Someone just wrote deep. It is deep in every sense of the word.
Yeah.
Deep is a perfect word to use when it comes to Frank and
My
I.
ass. Deep in the valley, deep in the city, deep in your soul. Hey, can you feel it? Can you feel it?
Can you feel it?
And then they become a born again and they hate the gays. Let's take this call.
Oh, hold on. I think you need to hold it.
Give it to me. Okay. Hey, we have caller number 1. We have Rosie on line 1. Hi, Rosie. Thanks for calling Fat Pig.
Hi, it's so great to be a guest on your show.
Oh, Rosie from Dix Hills, Long Island again. Yeah, how are you?
Totally. I'm from Dix Hills, Long Island. Mm-hmm. I'm really excited. I love Fat Pigs.
Thank you. You called like 2 weeks ago, Jessica. You remember her, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So what do you have a question for either myself or Jessica?
I totally have a question. So when I get a salad, like I go to the salad bar and I'm like, oh my God, I want lettuce, celery, cucumbers, hearts of palm, green peppers, red peppers, yellow peppers, orange peppers.
We get
olives. Anyway, so I just don't know. Like sometimes they're like, you can only have one protein. And I'm like, I want more than one protein.
I don't know. Just
right,
tell her that. Tell her.
One protein and...
Just listen for a second because she's a caller and a fan.
Okay.
One protein, but sometimes I want cheddar and feta, and I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know the cheddar or feta. Like, I don't know what to do. What do you think I should do? Jessica,
what do you think she should do?
I mean, it's not great to eat both cheeses because it's a lot of fat. So I think feta is the better choice.
Right. I think that the more food you can stuff in your mouth to shut your face up is probably the best. So.
That's really offensive.
Yeah, thanks for calling. We have somebody else here on line 2.
Fuck you.
We have Carlos. Thank you for calling Fat Pig. Hi, Carlos.
How you doing?
What's up, buddy?
Yeah.
Hola.
It's Taco. I went to a barbecue today.
Sí.
And I ate a 14 hamburger.
Oh, sí. A mí me gusto hamburguesas con queso también.
But no hot dogs, so I feel thin.
No puerco. Es bien. Usted no muy gordo, no más. No more fat for you, para usted. ¿Sí?
Piñata.
Sí. The landscape, the backyard, the lawn.
I don't understand what you guys are talking about.
I'm
because
telling
I don't
him to
speak
mow
Spanish.
the lawn.
Oh, okay.
Sí, el baño, ¿dónde está el baño? Y hamburguesas, y flan, y repa. My arm hurts.
Okay. I don't, these callers are not. If anyone
Take
has
another
a real
one.
call, I mean, okay. I'll take this next one. Hold on. We have a caller on line 46. It is Brian from Pittsburgh.
Hi, I have a question for Jessica. Hi, Jessica.
Brian. Hi.
Oh my God, I love you so much. I met you at the Steele Community College show you did in 2004. Maybe you remember me. I was really, really heavy back then.
I'm sorry, I don't remember.
I wore purple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave you my dining hall card so you could go to the dining hall, and you said that they didn't have grilled chicken. Uh-huh. You don't remember?
No.
Well, I'm still very heavy set.
Frank, this is so... okay, yeah.
They're all like that, but we have to be nice to them.
Okay.
So, here's what I want to ask you. How do you leave the house without lipstick on every day? Like, don't you think it would, like, totally help you if you, like, put some lipstick on or maybe put some eyeshadow on? Or, like, did something with your hair? Do you ever think of, like, blowing it out or getting highlights or doing color? Like, why don't you even try? Okay, this guy sounds like a dick.
Okay, I do put makeup on.
This is why they hate us.
And I do my hair. Frank, this is very rude.
It's awful. Should we just hang up?
Yeah, just hang up on him. You know what?
Don't hang up on me. I'm a fan.
No, I'm sorry. I'm feeling very offended
But I
right
love you
now.
so much. Aren't you going to play, like, Gay Pride by my...
I play a lot of gay prides, but you are an affected gay man.
I'm not
and I don't
a gay
it.
man.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. Here's the thing. We have an eclectic fan base. And, a lot of people, I noticed it in the comments before, too. People give a lot of, people give advice and criticisms and whatnot. And, sometimes people mean well, but it's a little bit of a far reach. You know what I mean? People overreach sometimes.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a lot.
See, someone just wrote, I feel attacked. Mm-hmm. And I get it.
Attacked.
I feel attacked 24 hours a day.
Right. Who feels attacked?
It's a Russian name.
Oh.
I think is her name.
I would feel attacked if I lived in Russia, too. Come on, it's just a joke. It's a joke about Putin.
We do live in Russia.
We do live in Russia.
This is Russia, too.
Did
Russia
you see?
squared.
I washed his ass the other day. Can you imagine your job was to wash Trump? I watched him speak on the lawn the other day. His hair looked like...
Who speak on the lawn? Oh, Trump?
Donna Trump.
Donna.
His hair looked like Dusty Springfield. It was like he sat down in front of the stylist and was like, I want it swirled on top of the head, almost cone-like. I want blonde highlights in the front, and then I want the feathers on the side to lift up to a peak at the crown. It was like, He told them what to do.
I love when you do that.
Oh my God, I just got hot again. We have to hang up?
I know. Well, we have to stop because we've been talking for a long time.
It's long.
But I love when you say that about Trump. It makes me laugh.
Because you know that the person is capable of doing good hair.
I understand.
But he makes them do it like Steel Magnolias, like a washing set.
I gotta say, when I see Trump's heart-shaped ass, his heart-shaped asshole, when I see his heart-shaped asshole, I think, you know what? I could be with a man.
I want that heart-shaped ass. I want that heart-shaped ass. I want a 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 heart-shaped ass. Heart-shaped ass. Heart-shaped ass. Feathered hair.
Give me some. Give me some.
Every time Frank and I talk loud, Alex turns the volume down and I feel attacked. That's when I feel attacked.
This is for the person who felt attacked.
She's Greek, by the way. She's not Russian.
Oh.
Moussaka.
Diner.
All right. I want to tell you guys, I cannot tell you how much I appreciate all of your comments and how sweet you guys are. You got to get the word out. And I know a lot of you do, but we need to get the word out about Fat Pig.
The numbers are growing.
They're growing.
It's so hot.
The numbers are growing.
The numbers are growing.
The numbers are growing.
Oh, Julie asked if you would post your gigs more. She needs to see you. She loves you. Julie wants you.
Julie Martin Fiore?
Yeah, she wants your cock.
Just because someone gives me a compliment doesn't mean it has to do with sexuality.
Julie knows that I know she wants your cock.
I know that you know that I know that you know that I know. I'm gonna be with you in Pittsburgh this weekend, but I don't think we have a venue yet.
Yeah, we do. I'm going to talk to you about it tonight.
We got a venue in Pittsburgh, and then I'm gonna be in Montana for the Gay Pride, but everyone there is not from Montana. They are from Colorado because all of the homosexuals in Montana have been murdered. So you won't have to take a drive from Colorado to see me at Gay Pride, Montana, Julie.
All right. Well, we love you. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening.
Thank you, guys. We really do love you a lot. It's so much fun doing this podcast and being stupid and being serious and all of that stuff.
And the more
great.
friends you tell, the more you post it, the more you just everything you're doing. we can't tell you how grateful we are. Really, we're desperate and we need to feel okay.
Please share the link of this podcast every week. Please follow us on Instagram at HeyFatPig. Please follow us at Twitter at HeyFatPig. I'm Frankaholic at Instagram. Please, we need you.
I'm Jessie Curson on Instagram,
Please.
Jessica Curson on Twitter, Jessica Curson on Facebook, Jennifer Carson on YouPorn, Jeremiah Christinitz on
Please
XTube.
help us.
Love you all so much.
I love you too.
Have a great week. And everyone get down on your knees and pray.
Suck it.
Love you.